The managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority, Hadiza Bala-Musa, is advocating a full automation of the Nigerian ports to help facilitate trade. This follows the recent release of the foreign trade data by the National Bureau of Statistics, which showed that the total value contracted by 8.89% in the second quarter of the year. According to her, the agency needs money to carry out some infrastructural development at the ports.
We don't have the monies to do what we need to do. Just as I mentioned now, the Calabar dredging, 51 billion naira dredging works to enable 10-meter draft. That's a lot of money that we don't have to use. We recently trying to see how we could get a loan to facilitate some of these huge infrastructure investment. We have approached the Federal Ministry of Transportation to get the necessary approvals through the Federal Ministry of Finance to enable us get a single-digit loan that would finance some of our infrastructure needs. It impacts on the trade. It makes our ports not as efficient as they should be. One of the key initiatives that would translate into increase in revenue generation from the ports is deployment of the single windows. That is an automation that is imperative for us to do to signify trade facilitation in our port locations. So, you know, evacuation of cargo is key. You know, you don't have any success in terms of, no matter what you do, if my cargo doesn't reach my warehouse or where I want, you haven't done anything. And in the minds of people, it's usually Nigerian ports. So people don't even understand like the limit of the role of Nigerian ports, because we provide berthing services, aids to navigation, and when you berth, you evacuate the cargo. Inspection is not really within our area.
Hadiza Bala-Musa, the managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority. Now, in Morocco's Rif Mountains, the city of Chefchaouen, with its blue-washed buildings, has for years been a favorite destination for tourists from around the world. Tourism accounts for 11% of Morocco's overall GDP. Let's see this.
Chefchaouen, a small city made up of a cluster of houses painted in different shades of blue, more popularly known as the Blue City. The northwestern city is home to nearly 42,000 residents, according to a 2014 city population estimate, who work mostly in leather and wood carving industries to make a living. A network of cobblestoned alleys connect the houses together with the small local businesses that have thrived on tourism revenues over the years. Built in 1471, Chefchaouen was not always the scenic backdrop it is today. There are many stories of why its buildings are blue in color.
What is called the blue color in the city of Chefchaouen was not always the case in Chefchaouen. It happened about 30 or 40 years ago, just to promote tourism. The city, like all other cities, was built in white with some light blue color. But in order for Chefchaouen to have a big brand and become a tourist attraction, intellectuals in the city dubbed it the Blue City.
Raisuni says that between 30 or 40 years ago, looking for a means of income, the city's foremost intellectuals decided to paint the originally white buildings in blue in a bid to increase its appeal to international visitors. Other tales on the shades of blue date much further back to the time of its birth, when Jewish settlers had arrived at the city and painted the houses blue to represent peace and serenity. Residents of the city have for decades been reliant on local and international tourism, as well as sales of their locally produced products.
The city depends on traditional industry and tourism. For traditional industry, there's wood, including natural wood and carved wood, wool and leather. The city's economy is reliant on tourism. Tourists come from every country, from the outside as well as from the inside.
And while other Moroccan cities such as Casablanca and Marrakesh have been infamous with tourists over the years, Chef Shaoun has built a loyal base of local and international visitors over the years.
And it's really amazing. It's beautiful. I'm sure everyone has seen pictures on the internet, but the pictures don't even do it justice. The pictures are beautiful itself, but just wait until you get here in person. It's gorgeous. And the people here are so nice. I feel so lucky to be able to stay here for the next few nights. I have a wonderful host who's showing us around the city, eating good food, making good friends, and just really enjoying my time here. Very relaxed. That's the best part.
The Ministry of Tourism's Vision 2020 aims to attract 2.8 million tourists to its Cap Nord territory, where Chef Shaoun is located, generating over 19 million dirhams in tourism revenue.
And that's the wrap on today's edition of the program, and of course for the week. Thank you very much for being part of it. I'm Chimezie Obi Iwabu.